I'm doing this ad lib, so it's gonna go on the net. It's me who built everything after destruction, etc. And I'm gonna be doing public filming about that. And I've been to other realms where there are a whole bunch of people in basically different realms of Earth that have done amazing things, and we all got together and did stage performances of our own selves, so we weren't pretending to be someone else. So I know how to do most of it, that demonstrates excessively vividly, though I build everything, in front of major public stages, like a large music concert where there's a lot of television and cameras on it. So because I already know how to do it safely, including in front of massive audiences, because normally it would not be a safe practice, then I can do it by myself. Usually I do things around like the ocean where there's no one there. They're not gonna get hurt. No one can get in the way. They can't try and change things, but it works, and it's really easy to videotape. It's really easy to show. But I also know how to do that in front of massive audiences. And so it's safe, right? Though, yeah, so I'm supposed to apparently be publishing things about love, because though with me, it requires an excessive, truthful, honest human touch, right? So in so much as I interact with anything, ecology, I built everything, I'm very ethically telekinetic, it's not a crime. It's also a very similar manner as the person who first originated the International Legal Bar, so it's not a crime at all because it was certified that way through. And to this day, and the prime principles are things like good and bad is measurable, it all has to be based on evidence, and that how severely something's good or bad has to be a matter of measurement, not a matter of personal perception. So people might not identify something well enough, but when you have that set in stone, severity, importance, that sort of thing, so it's not for murderers and must have anything, then it becomes a measured quantity. All right, and it's an interesting thing that was introduced a long time ago, and to this day, it's basically, it's a philosophy I agree with. But when I refer to love, it's very much the interpersonal connection, all right, the connection with the person, and it's not the way a lot of people see it. Like, a lot of people would sit back and evaluate. I don't. I could know everything about a person that there is to know, and unless we have that interpersonal connection, then it's nothing to me, right? That's just a person. They are who they are. It doesn't mean I get along with them at all. It doesn't mean I agree with them or I feel emotionally toward them. It's only the personal connection that I feel toward, like that's my emotions in it. Other than that, it's just a person. I can describe it. I can describe what they've done. I can mention this person's done this and that. All right, but I don't have that emotional connection, so I don't care about them. It's just a person. It's not that I'm not humane. I'm very humane. Through most of my life, I go through stages where I'm vegan and normal, and so I must maintain vegan that way, because otherwise, there's all sorts of things like B12. I probably would have died through not having much B12, but I do fluctuate a little bit. And it's not that I'm not humane, right? There's a person, I'm humane. It's not that. It's so. Anyway, so I understand tons and tons and tons of good philosophies about love and interaction, and it's like going all the way from ecology through to human beings, from friendship through to romance, from, a one-night stand through to soulmates, through to, and there's a lot of different ideas and philosophies about love, which are really quite good. All right, but, I think for me, it's not too much based on that. For me, it's based on the personal connection. So for me, it's always, I have to sit down and chat to a man. I'm heterosexual only. If it's a lesbian, it's rape. Right? I do not consent. It's never going to be something I consent to. Alright, so that to me isn't sex, it's rape. I don't consent. That's all that is. Alright, but if other people choose to do whatever they do themselves, well, so long as it doesn't involve me, I'm not complaining. Um, yeah, so then I'm supposed to talk about love. I can talk about heaps of philosophies. I can show heaps of videotapes, including with ecology, the love for nature, the love for living beings, the love for absolute beauty, beautiful, you know. But that is not the same as human beings having a good interpersonal connection, right? And establishing that. Like, I don't let people establish an interpersonal connection with me unless I know the person really well. So if I know the person well, I'll let them sit down. It's obviously a man if it's romantic, and have in-depth conversations. And then in-depth conversations, there has to be some moral agreeing, like some moral adhere. Like there's got to be similar morals. But that's not the whole point. I could sit around and have moral conversations with like anyone, but it doesn't mean I'm romantically attracted at all. Anyway, so this is late at night. For some reason, I'm doing this because someone asked me, and though it's like really smart and really dumb, and it's like an oxymoron. It's not really. It's I may as well just say it. Unprepared, and then brush it up, and refer to this later. All right.